Hannah went bungee jumping naked with Garrett. That's like a slap in the face from her and from Garrett. I don't even want to talk to you guys right now. I have a lot to think about between me and Hannah.
Where I'm from, we call that.
Hey everyone, it's Neha Joy for The Hollywood Reporter News. Now, Monday night's episode of The Bachelorette gave us another round of tears, romance, and a nuclear level meltdown. So here to break down all of the drama for us is Associate Editor of The Hollywood Reporter and Bachelor Nation expert, Evan Real. Evan, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to talk about this episode.
I know.
What a crazy episode, right?
So much went down. But before we kind of dive into everything that happened in last night's episode, we're gonna do a little mid-season catch-up.
Okay.
So how do you think Hannah's been doing so far as the lead? Because remember, a lot of people were not a fan of her being the Bachelorette in the very beginning.
Yeah, she was kind of like the dark horse choice to be the lead of this season, but I'm so excited that they went with her because I think she's exceeded any expectations that I had. I honestly was one of the few among my friends who was excited for her to be the lead. I feel like a lot of people thought she just wasn't capable of leading the show on her own, but I think she has stepped up to the plate. She's so relatable. She's so hilarious. She has like the most amazing one-liners.
Yeah. Some of her one-liners, it's like unexpected from
So
her.
unexpected.
But it's good. I like that she's real with the guys and she's not afraid to tell it like it is.
Totally,
Right?
yeah.
Let's talk about the Luke drama now.
Oh my God.
He's one of the guys that's been stirring up a lot of trouble in the house.
He's like
really-
a front runner and a villain at the same time, which is so weird.
Absolutely, and this is kind of the first season that we've had to deal with something like that.
Yeah.
Because every season we've had a villain, but what makes Luke different or puts him on a different level than villains that we've seen in the past?
I think it's the sheer fact that Hannah is so physically attracted to him. Like, she's even said that before, like, I am so attracted to Luke, and I honestly think that's why he's stuck around for so long despite all the trouble that he's caused for her and the rest of the guys in the house. I think she just thinks he's really hot, and he is, but he's also horrible, so...
Yeah, a lot of fans on Twitter and social media, they've been calling him the quote-unquote typical toxic boyfriend and toxic relationship. It's one of those things where, how does Hannah not see that?
I think she's just blinded by his six-pack. I honestly do. I really do.
I mean, yeah, we saw that in the first episode. He's
Yeah.
very chiseled.
That Speedo moment. I mean, even all the other guys were impressed.
Okay, so last night's episode was no different. He was back to his antics again, and he was lashing out about when he found out that Garrett and Hannah went on their naked bungee jumping extravaganza, let's call it.
He was butthurt about that.
He was so mad, but he had a quote in there that he said, "Her body is her temple, and to expose it to anyone who isn't her husband, that's a slap in my face." I mean, people were lashing out at him on social media saying that he's a toxic boyfriend.
Yeah, and I'm glad that being on camera and being part of the show has inspired people to go to social media and be like, hey, these are red flags. I'm hoping that Hannah is logged into Twitter and seeing that Luke is not a great guy. I mean, obviously she does know that because her reaction was pretty visceral. She let it sit with her for a second.
I'm also happy that Hannah let it sit, but then wasn't afraid to have that tough conversation
Right.
with him and come back and say, hey, this wasn't right.
Exactly.
And that's one of the other reasons why I think she is really such a great real bachelorette, because she's not afraid to have those
Yeah,
conversations.
she's all about female empowerment. She does not care what anyone thinks.
Another story that's been making headlines off screen, we have to talk about it, the Jed drama. This has been taking place off camera, and honestly, he's one of the front runners, I think, that's vying for Hannah's attention. But he's been squeaky clean all season. I did not see this coming.
Right.
But his ex-girlfriend came out into the media and said that she had a relationship with Jed, and he told her before going on the show that he was just going on the show to help his music career. And it didn't help in last night's episode where his music was front and center in the episode.
Serenading her.
Oh, absolutely. But this ties into the bigger question of, is anyone really there for the right reasons at this point?
I mean, I feel like at this point, it's season 15? Season 15 of The Bachelorette and season 20 whatever of The Bachelor. When you sign up for the show, like, you know what's gonna happen. You know you're gonna get the social media deals. You know you're gonna be talked about in Us Weekly. That part is really exciting, and you know that comes with the territory. So I have to think that on some level, any contestant is attracted to that aspect of the show. I don't think anyone's going there just with the pure intention of finding a spouse, right? I mean, if it happens, great, but even better, the Sugar Bear hair care deal.
But can you really fault him? Because a lot of people are coming at him on social media, but he was really upfront about him coming on and how big of a platform it is. But he did forget to mention that he had a girlfriend.
I mean, I like that he was upfront about the music part. It was kind of like a breath of fresh air, because a lot of people I feel like do come on the show with those intentions of becoming famous or getting notoriety or, you know, increasing their public profile. But so I like that he was honest about that part of why he signed on to do the show, but he should have mentioned that girlfriend part.
Yeah, you skipped that one, Jetty. Hometowns are coming up. Who do you have as your top 4?
My top 4 would definitely be Garrett, Peter, my main man, and then I really like Mike. I think Mike is really great, and then I like Jed. I mean, who are your top 4?
I would say Tyler.
Oh, Tyler, I forgot about Tyler.
Well, there's so many, right?
Yeah, Tyler's good.
Jed, Tyler, Peter. I mean, Peter's one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Connor, which we haven't
Oh,
seen. We
yeah.
saw him a little bit in the beginning, but we haven't really seen much of him.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of
Now,
Connor.
there are so many good ones, but again, it's one of those things where Luke is kind of
Yeah, he's still there.
taking over all of the drama.
No, ruining rose ceremonies left and right, canceling cocktail parties.
So we really don't know, but you know, we're only a couple weeks away, so we'll know who's really there for the right reasons,
Yes.
or who's just there to be an influencer, right?
Yeah.
Selling those FatFit Fun boxes.
We'll figure it out soon enough.
All right, Evan, thanks so much for joining us.
Of course, we'll have to do this again
Yes,
sometime.
very soon. All right, guys, be sure to catch The Bachelorette airing Monday nights on ABC. And for more news and updates, head over to thr.com. For The Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Neha Joy.